Blarla. Hello peeps and welcome back to another episode of Peeping At. Today we're going to be looking at a game called Fishkeeper. This game is being developed and published by Blink Click Games, who look to be quite a new development company. So what is Fishkeeper? Become a professional aquarist by building your own aquarium. Custom design it exactly how you want, and it can be freshwater or saltwater, and you're going to want to create a good condition for the fish that you put inside the tank and feed them, breed them, and then you are able to sell the best specimens at auction. We have seen games like this in the past, but this one seems to be promising quite a lot of in-depth detail. One of the aspects I really enjoyed about Mega Aquarium was the puzzle of fish keeping. How to create decent environments for them to thrive in, and what fish you could and couldn't put together, and all these sorts of challenges. But for me, Fishkeeper is bringing the promise of delivering the challenge within a more realistic and home setting. This game will become available on Steam. You're able to add it to a wish list, but the release date is yet to be confirmed. However, Blink Click Games were kind enough to give me a free copy of the game, so I thought we would check it out. Before we start though, I would like to say that this is a very early copy of the game. So at the moment, we can build a tank and get an idea of things that they're planning, but currently that is the limitations of this demo. So here we are in game. This is a tank that I made earlier while I was getting used to the controls, and I'm pretty pleased with it. Looks like the filters might need a clean, and we can see we've got some guppies and angelfish around the place here. And yeah, pretty pleased. We've got a cityscape out the back. The area is quite interesting. It looks pretty good. I like that these rocks are clipping through the tank. So yeah, this is the tank that I've created, but we're going to create a brand new one. Now, while this was a tropical tank, I think I'd like to create a marine fish tank, and we're going to start from scratch. And we're actually going to be using a different setting than this space that we have here. And we've got two options. This is the one that I've made the tropical tank on, but I think I'm going to go to this nice home setting here for a marine tank. Here we are, a little cabinet to put it on. So it's going to be a smaller tank because it's a smaller surface, but we can see the area. Nice little home setting here. So the first thing we want to do is go to this little shop icon here and buy a tank, right? We need to get a new aquarium. Now, there's quite a lot of options available here. So once we've bought the initial tank, we can choose its overall shape and how we want it to look. So we can look at this, do all these sorts of different shapes for it. So many options, which is great. Look, with the rounded corners, some fish quite like the rounded corners, don't they? Maybe we'll go rounded corners. I didn't use those before. And then you can also increase the volume of the tank. So this will help us make it larger, reposition it. So there we are. There is our tank. Oh yeah, we've started. Good. Now, let's come back to the shop. Looks like we're going to be able to have fish bowls at some point in the future, which is great. And I would imagine we'll get many more options. For now, this is the filter option that we have, and you can resize this. I don't think it has any real effect at the moment, but I'm sure it will do in the future. I'm actually just going to move this up, and we're going to pop that in there. Yes. And then I think, because it's quite a large tank, I'm, like I say, not sure if it makes a difference at the moment, but I am still just going to pop 2 in. Oh yeah. And then we have a heater, and we are going to need it to be heated for marine. And again, because it's quite a large tank, what I think I'm going to do is, do they have to be? Oh, that's it. Yeah, I want them on the back. I think I'm going to have 2 of these. I think I'm going to have 2, one either side. There we go. So we can evenly distribute the heat of the water. Now we've got the thermometer here, and this should give us a temperature reading up here. And we can keep that quite small. And there it is. Now we know how warm it is in the tank. And you can see that this lets us know how clean it is. We've got a pH balance, and we're about to sort out the salt levels as well. Basic cover. We'll go for a nice modern cover. There it is. And then look, we have air filtration systems. So for now, this is the one that we have. In fact, before we do that, should we put a bottom surface in it? So we have yellow fine sand, white fine sand, and stream pebbles. So let's see. This one here, the white fine sand, is a great choice for reef tanks because corals often live among the white sand. So that's what we'll go with because we are going to be doing largely marine here. And then let's get in. Now we can rotate these as well as increase their size. Or make them tiny. We can rotate them. So I think I'm going to pop one near the back here. And we'll pop one over the back here somewhere. There we go. Lovely. So we've got lots of air. Very important. And then we do have different kinds of rocks and stuff that we can put in. And we've even got, look, shipwrecks, so that our fish can feel more safe. They can hide in them or play around them so they're not as bored, which is nice. So we've got stream rocks and we've got reef rock, which could be pretty good for what we've got going on here. So I might put in a couple bits of reef rock so that we can put corals on them, I believe. And it also means we can just hide those air filtration systems. I'm pretty pleased about that. Okay, now we've got normal plants, which are great for tropical tanks up here. But we want these sorts of bits that are down here for our marine. Yes. So let's see. What could we have? Oh, look at that. Can we? Oh, maybe we can't get those on the rock. I thought we could. Oh, I know the problem. We need to put salt in there first. Okay, so let's put salt in there. Here it is. It's this one here. So salt to make it marine. Definitely. Boom. Done. And we can change it back to fresh by using this option here, which is great. Okay. Now we can also put a backdrop on it, which we saw me do on another tank. On the other tank. I used the bamboo before. Not sure how I feel about a lot of these other ones, to be honest with you. Huge corals. Bit repetitive, aren't they? Not sure I'm in love with it. I might stick with the bamboo. And it does let us go round just a little bit. There we go. I think that works. Good. Now then, we should be able to put in these bits and bobs. Oh yeah, see, look, we can put them on the rocks. And again, they can be sized. You know, they can absolutely be sized. Oh, look at that. Nice. Pop that in there. And start decorating. Lovely. I'm liking the look of this. I think that's quite nice. Now, we probably are going to need to put a couple of other bits in there in terms of fun things for them. So where was it? I think it was in here. Was it in here? No, it wasn't in here. Was it in here? Yes. So we've got... otherwise they won't feel safe. So places where they can hide, and it seems at the moment it's sort of these shipwrecks, which I've always found these to be incredibly tacky items to put into a fish tank, and I feel like what I'm doing now is ruining the aesthetic of this one by shoving in these ship parts. But there we are. This is what we have to play with, and this I think can be good for fun and entertainment for the fish, so that they don't get too bored. So we'll see how that goes, I think. Shall we put in the treasure chest? We might as well. We've come this far. We've ruined it this much, so we might as well. So we'll make it small. We'll make it nice and small, yes. I'm wondering if I could put in a couple of other small plants just so that it's, I don't know, a little less awful with these bits. Maybe we could just decorate around these just a smidge. I don't know, that's alright. I think that's okay, isn't it? Oh look, we've covered up that plant there, which was quite expensive to be fair. There we go. Alright, you know what? It's a pretty nice looking tank. I like it. Time for fish. So let's now we don't have loads of fish available at the moment. This though is the marine fish button, and we can have clownfish, classic. And can we have any of these? Can we have none of those? Look highlighted at the moment. It's just highlighted fish apparently, so but it's a bit difficult to tell. That is highlighted, so we're going to go for the clownfish. So we're going to put let's put in a small shoal of those, shall we? Excellent. Lovely. Now we're not going to sell him. What other fish? Do we have any other marine fish available at the moment? Oh yes, these butterflies. Oh yeah, in they go. What about these? Can these go in? Oh, these can go in too. Excellent. What about these? I don't know what fish can and can't go together. We're just you know, experimenting. We've got all sorts in there. Let's come out of this shop, and what we can do is we can actually select the fish and get information on them. I think we can also rename them as well. Yeah, look, just click on name. Right, we'll name him Bert. There we go. Did that work? That didn't work. There we go. Bert, even though it's a girl. Okay, good. So we got needs and stuff for the fish. So we can see here their social's not great. And their food is pretty bad as well. And we can check this over for all the different fish. It's pretty bad. Oh, they're loving it in here. At the moment, none of this seems to be working too well at the moment. I guess this is just giving us an idea of stuff that's going to come, and we'll be able to, I think, separate them into different tanks if they're not very well, and we'll be able to give them medicine and this sort of stuff. So that'll be interesting. And there is also up here an aquapedia, and we'll be getting so much information about the fish. Look, best, most desired diets, perfect balance for their habitat, their behaviors, what they like in the tank with them. So this is great, and we can see here as well that we have marine and all these different options, so we can find out about the different medicines and plants. So there's going to be so much detail here. At the moment there's only a couple available to look at. Alright, so look, we do have more information here on the clownfish, which is great. So I'm assuming we'll be able to do live food in the future and stuff like that, and by paying attention to all these sorts of things, you'll be able to make sure that when you click on your fish, all these are very well satisfied, which is going to be great. I think it's going to be great. I do. Now, something else you can do is get in one of these little sub guys and actually go into your tank that you've created and have a look around. Oh yeah, look at this. So I'm just using my mouse to sort of move up and down, and then the WASD keys to actually move about. And this is how you can then go about cleaning your tank. So we can come up here and we can see here this filter's looking really, really bad. So we can just hold the mouse button and give it a clean. There we go. That's great, huh? And then we can go over here, give that clean. Can we give that clean, please? There it is. Have to get right up against it. Yes. And then you can also clean the thermometer. That gets pretty dirty. Although I think it's pretty clean at the moment. But this needs a clean, and then the other filter. So you can keep it all clean and get a look of what it's like inside for the fish. I think it's great. Just have a butcher's around the tank. Hello, hello. Now you can press B on the keyboard to come out of this, and you can customize this little sub thing. so that you can have it exactly as you want it. Look, battery capacity, speed. There's going to be so many options. Cleaning speed, turbos, headlights, health guns. There's going to be so much here. What do we have at the moment? So we can increase the speed at the moment. Acceleration. Look. Is this like a camera? Low resolution camera. It is as well. This is great. The headlights. So we can start putting stuff on there and improving it, which I think is great. Is that the health gun? I think that might be the health gun. Don't know. How do we put it on there? Oh, we can change the color of it. Oh, look at that. This is great. Increase battery power. Oh, look. So we managed to put that on there. There's no cleaning upgrades just at the moment. Oh, yeah. This is our balance up here. How much have I spent? Okay. It's all good. Ooh. A larger caliber healing cannon. It does not sound safe at all. High caliber healing cannon. I don't know. I don't know. Well, this is great. So we can do all these sorts of upgrades and enjoy our little... oh, look at it. Oh my god, it's so snazzy. We've got a better camera as well. Did I get the better camera? Oh no, there we go. There's the better camera. Can I afford that? Just. I can just about afford that. Oh, we got to check this out. Here we are. We're back in the tank with our new sub. Do you know what? It is clear, isn't it? We can see more of the house outside now. That could have something to do with the improved lights that I put on it as well, I suppose. Oh, look, there's nothing in the property now. There's shelves on the wall. Otherwise, all the furniture's been stripped. Hey, I think this is pretty cool. So I'm hoping in the future we'll be able to have multiple tanks and stuff like that, so that when you do have a sick fish, you know, you can segregate him and all that sort of stuff. Because there seems to be a net and options to allow you to separate, but you can't really do anything with them at the moment. So I would say that's a hint of something that will come. So I'm very excited to keep an eye on this game. There is a rough roadmap for the game that is hoping to look at full release of the game in the late second quarter of 2022. But I would say that's probably penciled in. And they do plan to do a closed beta and a free demo before then as well. So you'll be able to have a go at it yourself. And it's really cool. I think, you know, for something that's in very early development, it's got a lot of promise, and I love keeping fish. I've kept fish lots of times throughout my life. I've never quite done marine fish, never quite had the balls to do marine fish. I've always done tropical, but hey, you know, maybe if I start playing this game I might start to feel a bit more confident with the marine. I feel like this tank might be a bit small with this little sub at the moment, or I've got too many fish in here. I'm really not sure. This is so cool. I'm enjoying it. Hello, fishy. Hello, fishy. Hello, fishy. Oh, is this looking grimy again? This is looking very grimy. Look at that. Grim. Let's get all that sorted out. It's totally grim. Look, grim. Excellent. Yeah, so looking forward to the puzzles increase as we get more in-depth details with the fish and what you can do with the tanks and all this sort of stuff. Oh, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So please do check it out, add it to your wish list, and we'll be keeping an eye on this one, Fishkeeper. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you to all my Patreons for their continued support.